Something he hasn't done much in his career, but he's capable up there. He's around as this service falls short of Reese. Russell Payne has some options. You can move Omar Jallo up top. Something he hasn't done much in his career, but he's capable up there. There's directions he could go.
Yeah, he has a couple of options coming off the bench. Doug Hayner, another transfer from Oakland. And I think around the 25-minute mark, depending on who's warming up.
For the Flames so far in the scoring column, 9 players have contributed to goals. Peter Reese here has stayed on side, but he can't take it down. It's been a family affair for the Flames so far in the scoring column. 9 players have contributed to goals. Peter Reese here has stayed on side, but he can't take it down. What an opportunity for Reese. He timed his run beautifully. Couldn't get his feet underneath him.
I don't think he realized how much space he had. Just needed to let that one come across his body. Let it fall onto his feet rather than forcing it.
Internationals. The U.S., one of those players being from Puerto Rico. So only besides Illinois. And that's the true 18th year as the UIC head coach. 21st year with the program. Has such a familiarity with the culture at Illinois, Chicago. In his last years as an assistant coach, this UIC team made deep runs in the NCAA tournament in the late 2000s to the quarterfinals. Phillips was there as an assistant, so were Alexei Korol and Minos Flamakis, his 2 associate head.
Northwestern and UIC like to build out of the back, get their goalkeeper involved in possession. As you see here, it's Aaron O'Reilly. We've seen Peter Reese and Joe Suhetsky as well try and pressure Owen Cornell.
By Nakazono. The Japanese product does enough to force O'Reilly to just get it away, and Hector Gill takes care of it from there. Gill under some pressure. He's no shrimp out there. Now Andrew Johnson with some space. Working against Biaggi. Gets it back. Looking for O'Reilly, but Nakazono had that covered. Reese putting some pressure on, but good composure from Cornell. Gajada hard. Seven. So strength on strength in that matchup is what I'm trying to say. Suhetsky putting pressure on Gill. Up quickly. Suhetsky making a run towards it. But Cruz plays it away. Worried about potentially conceding an indirect free. He couldn't do anything with it. We saw Brian Mayer warming up today for the first time. He's on the sideline in a uniform. It's a very good sign for Northwestern, at least, that he can come back in the near future, even if he doesn't end up playing tonight. Talk about experience. Brian Mayer has tons of it.
Either take it into the box or come back across the other field and look to switch play. Joe Suhetsky, that's not his strong suit, running in behind like that with very limited space.
Should O'Reilly have maybe taken a touch there before the cross? The original cross. Perhaps. Never really made the run. Here's Santamaria, one of his first extended touches. Back for Johnson, that's a nifty ball. Johnson in front, and O'Reilly wasn't there. Now he arrives, looking for a hand. Nothing given. The referee makes the motion that he goes to ground early there, and the referee shakes his finger at him. And I think he's right in that. I think Reese expecting contact there potentially.
Well, Nick Balser had a much better view of that than we did. But from up here, that looked like that was a challenge that got all of Peter Reese and none of the ball.
I thought it might have gotten neither.
Well, if it got air, then it's the right call. Communicate it to him and have Nigel Prince direct it from the back.
Now a long run from Prince is going to have to go up to try to put the head on the ball. As Joe Suhetsky readies to serve it in. About 38 yards away from goal. Suhetsky for Prince. Good job by Cornell covering that ball. Nigel Prince was there behind him, but Cornell gets the hands to it. And now Prince has to trot all the way back.
This is really a masterclass in how to break down this Northwestern team. Look how much space there is between their midfield and defensive lines for UIC's attacking mids to receive the ball. Carlos Navarez has 5 yards in any direction with which to receive the ball.
Now Alonso there in the middle with a ton of space. This one's booted ahead instead. Tarleton gets to it. And Navarez runs it down. Same area of it too. They're not spread out within the 6. Hayner puts it in the mixer and it's knocked away. Van Deventer has a go over the bar.
Good strong punch from Owen.
You see a lot of players now. Kid from LaGrange, Illinois, gets back closer to home. And so far has been the starter for this UIC team 2 out of 3 games. Jallo off the side netting.
Good little combination there from
Bryant Mayer always missed for pretty much any team. Everybody dealing with injuries, of course. UIC has a couple. Jadahar finds some space. He looks a bit rejuvenated after his long rest in the first half. Santa Maria making the run. Johnson goes too far. That was what Northwestern wanted there, but Johnson just got a little too excited, put too much mustard on it. Couldn't find the touch, could the first year. Hoping to find his graduate transfer midfielder.
And this is another facet that Northwestern lost in that first half was their high press.
We'll see if Northwestern can translate it into action. So Riley trying to put some pressure on. Now Suhetsky. Northwestern man marking within this high press. Gill boots it away. High into the keeps it in play. Alejandro Johnson with space. On and Reese could not arrive at the back post.
It's the best a while. That ball from Johnson had found himself.
Against Alan Alonso. Now Jadahar plays in. O'Reilly cuts it back towards Santa Maria. Good clearance by UIC. Johnson with some space. Reese wants it. Gets it. Can't do much with it. But O'Reilly keeps it in and has a go deflected by Reese. Easy in the end for Owen Cornell.
Northwestern are getting the ball forward. They're getting moments in the attacking third, but at some point they have to find a way to convert. 1 goal looked challenging. 2, very tall task. The way that this UIC team is firing.
Now O'Reilly with Fisher making the overlapping run. Plays in his fellow first year. Fisher deals it in with the left. Reese got to it but couldn't put anything on the header. Might have come off the small of his back, to be honest. Again, Northwestern coming forward again, not able to create a real chance. Cornell motioning to his team. He wants to send it ahead instead of trying to build out of the back.
No, but it's better from Northwestern playing through the lines. And if I was Russell Payne, I'm telling Jason Jadahar and Baraka Tarleton at halftime, run your socks off. I will replace you because we have the depth.
Johnson waited a little to do it. Foot crosses in, but it's close to the goal.
Johnson did okay getting touches.
It just seemed like who knows what for. Cornell ran up. It kind of looked like he just scoops it up to move it over.
He's going to end up with a yellow card for.
It's very early to start with the time wasting. There. Relatively convincing. But couldn't get the shot past the defender. Cornell just puts it away. Had an assist on the first goal. The secondary assist, but still. No, it was the primary, pardon me. Gill deals it ahead, but a header won by Gajadahar. Martinez Santamaria back for Suhetsky, and he scores! From nothing, Northwestern have pulled one back.
I thought those two in the midfield were clicking for Russell Payne, but he wants the creativity, the technicality of Javen Vandeventer.
O'Reilly leaping. Now takes it down, looking across. Prince is there alone, and somehow Northwestern have evened things. UIC lost Nigel Prince for Suhetsky. UIC are frantic. Vandeventer stepping into space. A lot of space for Aaron O'Reilly now. And he sends in another cross. Santa Maria hasn't missed it by much. Vandeventer. Wow, has he looked like a new man since coming back in. Vandeventer works through 5 flames. Santa Maria in front. That cross was deflected, it looked like. No, it was not. Goal kick. Look to his bench and try to find something else here. 23 minutes to play. Now it's UIC who look as if they're trying to hold on. But they are always so dangerous coming forward. And 12 and 16, always the primary targets in these situations for Northwestern. Biaggi defending Prince. It comes his way, but it's short of him when it's headed away. Reese starting to look a little run ragged here. It's a lot of minutes for number 16 in white.
Well, and this would be a perfect opportunity if Trey Barrett was healthy to bring him on. Game tied at 2. Momentum fully on your side. For Russell Payne to bring on his little bulldog, that spark of energy. I'm sure he would love to do that now. Just unfortunate that Barrett went down with that injury.
Wait to see who the sub is for UIC. Darian Martin, the junior, coming on. Johnson. For Navarez. Wheels back. And finds Gill. UIC have had some tough times playing it out of the half. O'Reilly stays with the ball. Somehow still has some energy in his legs. Looking for Suhetsky, and it's a little too far. But he tracks it down. Johnson. Looking for Reese, never close. Peter Reese just looks gassed. And 3 subs ready for the Wildcats. And we haven't seen him yet this year, but Northwestern has gone fully into the box. And it's all the way in there, and Jallo can't get ahead to it. Well, that was impressive from Bulowski. Added dimension as the Flames try to find the game winner. This has been a roller coaster ride of a second half after UIC dominated the last 25 minutes of the first, found a goal to kickstart that section of time from Edouard Nice. They found an early goal in the second half. Carlos Navarez, the sophomore, gets his second assist of the day. We're playing it in for Tercios. Charges ahead, and that pass takes a fortuitous deflection for Northwestern. Santa Maria, Johnson, rising at the back post is Jalo.
They're really fighting.
Cornell boots it away. Prince rises for the defensive header.